listen to me carefully. I said in a constitutional review process, the process is as important as the content. What do I mean by process? Process, I mean step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. What is my answer? The steps must be determined by the people and the content must be determined by the people. Yeah.
We raised concerns on the process together with our comrades in Buffet-Bush. And surprisingly or rightfully so, we were supported by the UDC when they were in opposition. You can go into social media right now, check what the current Speaker of the National Assembly said. Go into Duma FM's Facebook, he's right there, talking, the same language that we are saying now. Go into Honorable Mokware's Facebook page, you will see talking the same thing that we are saying right now. We had their support. And now we are saying, comrades, you can't somersault. Now, when we wrote to the president's office at that time, the person who was tasked to write that letter, it was myself and Honorable Motsekwa. And we wrote that letter. It never got a response. Go to the Facebook page of Sakare Motsekwa. He was mobilizing Horiano. Will do it. Those are facts. So, from that, we said, okay, since they are going to do whatever they want to do, we will not shy away from going to the Dibotelo Commission. We went there and we presented our displeasure at the process. It's documented and it's written. And we said, okay, we will, however, submit what we feel should be in the Constitution. But remember, we are not happy about the process. And then we went again. 2024, we launched the Workers' Manifesto. It's a public document, I can give it to you. The Workers' Manifesto, we are very clear that we want a comprehensive constitutional review. And part of the constitutional review that we want is to reduce the powers of the president. And we agreed with the UDC at that time, and it appears in their manifesto that the powers of the president must be reduced. So, the Workers' Manifesto was endorsed by the General Council of the BFTU in Tabo to say this is what is our position. That is why and how we end up aligning ourselves with fellow comrades from Bukongo and fellow comrades from the churches. And when that meeting was called, we were very clear to say this is the path that we had said we are going to take. And one thing that we want Director of Ceremony in short to demystify is this whole notion about the Constitutional Court. That's not true. We have never said that. We are saying there is a way of going to the Constitutional Court. Thank you.
We do not want a constitution review. We are calling for a people-centered process. Our stance again, as Bukongo and with partners here, is not that we don't want a constitutional court. I think I must put it out there that during the consultations, the Dibotelo Commission, we supported the establishment of the Concord as Bukongo. We actually made a submission. But we recommended that the Constitutional Court should be born out of a comprehensive and a people-centered constitution review. The opposite of that is happening currently. The Constitutional Court is being brought up through a piecemeal approach, which is what we are contending. And I think linking it to Putsweni Budiwaka 3 referendums with our statement, that is what we are asking. Jajo Nasanza representala amending the clauses on the judiciary that are entrenched go tshwanela ke go a a referendum. Ha re ira a comprehensive review, as we are told, we will have to go to another referendum. Some of the processes that will be amended are the ones that are entrenched. Everywhere na le ditlhopho a mme ka re tewang go tsesekgwama se makgwakgwa ka teng a mme re tla kgona. And over and above the issue of the economy not doing or performing well, it's about national commitment for a comprehensive constitution review. And then there was a question from Jujua on why does the UDC has to consult further. Maybe indicate in a manifesto. You said something like it's an informal social contract. We were just learning here about the process. Yes, there's that informal social contract, as you say, but when we start the process, we need to take the people with. So just this kidding, the process is as important as the content and the drafting. So there is no how we can leave the people and say we committed that manifesto that we are going to do a constitution review. Therefore, government should just take whatever way they take without accounting, without a clear roadmap. So the people have to be involved. The process is as important as the content. And we are saying the current, the way the Concord is introduced, it's through a process that is not proper because there were no proper consultations. And then there was another question, what are we going to do? I think while strategic litigation is an option, we are hopeful really Bukongo and partners that this bill. We have returned to the government to issue our statement to Officer Ramuhasa. So I cannot say now that we will take government to court or not. And also we are organizations that represent constituents. So whatever it is that we are going to do will have to come from whenever And then another question was also on, did we consult ourselves? Congo is an umbrella body for civil society organizations. In July, when the bill was introduced, we held a civil society only convening. There's actually a Congo statement that was issued in July, just after the bill was gazetted. And again, in that particular statement, we were raising the concerns that we are raising with the partners here. So, they've given us the mandate to raise the concerns. These are concerns. So, just in short, yes, we did consult. Thank you.
We're just to write on.
I think most of the questions were tackled here, but issue why a hurry? I think that's where the crux of the matter is. Now, in any given opportunity, when you realize that things are done in a harness way or in a hurried manner, then obviously you know that something is bound to happen, which is wrong. Leadership is not easy as one would think. Though leadership is not easy, but people who are following you should not be taken for granted in any way. So my emphasis is, we believe, even as a church, because we provide not only a spiritual advocacy to the community, but we stand also to provide some pieces of advice to the government. So I take it that consultation, extensive consultation must be done. We should not take people for light or ride on issues that are illiterate, therefore they can't respond otherwise. If the government is going to be ignoring us, as the community of Botswana. I'm sorry to say, we shall also ignore them. I mean, that settles the matter. If we are going to be ignored as the people of this country, then we shall also ignore whosoever. But we need things to be done in an amicable way. Process must be considered, especially the process that inculcate change. And change must be managed very, very well. People need to be taken aboard. Obviously, one is to strategically do whatever the assignment is. The issue of Awanale Madi, Sesidrang Seraing, Mowatung, so, like maybe my brother here stated, we can't expect change to happen overnight and also to qualify everything within a short given space of time. So generally, even as a church, we have been brought into the space through Congo and other organizations to endorse and to agree with the statement that has already been reiterated to us. And we're still going to stand firm on what we have said, advise if opportunities are availed to us to advise the government. Megana how oleka ho gakolla motho ba asafaretse o gonna dingalo ka re go ngala go kopana me ha le kopana kana ditsela debate zo re kgaogane. It's not good to be saying some of these things. I mean, even as a pastor, some of the things they break to heart, especially when you are trying to advise certain wrong attitudes and virtues that have been posed. Mo sironja zarona re batswa. Ki bua ka pelo e mo mogile e tsere le tswana sente. E botuku. A retsanye. La sala Botswana ke la tsela therisanyo. Go sa khatretsa gore a madi a teng kana but at least a re simolle mo sepele sente. Re risanye. A kra re le kare ke be re mitsahadi. The church is composite of people from the community. Kare ka ga itse batho go lo godimo e be nna ba kerekinya. Batho ba mo kerekeng ke batho ba mo setšhabeng.